Friendly reminder to rate, like, subscribe, and follow Teach Me Good wherever you listen to podcasts. Pretty please. It helps us out a lot. Okay. Now that you've done that, go check out our Patreon where we're trying to save up to talk to Tony Hawk via Cameo. Plus you get lots of perks like a mug and exclusive episodes. Love you. Enjoy the episode.
Welcome to the Teach Me Good podcast with your host, Art Kai. Soon you'll hear from him and his friend Fernando, and later they'll talk to a special guest who will teach them about something. Not everything will be accurate, but hey, we're all just trying our best out here. Yeehaw! Enjoy.
Probably not a good idea to start the pod mid-chew, huh?
Yeah, no, Art is doing the classically good podcasting and snacking
Just
on
eating.
mic.
Yeah, eating on mic.
yeah.
People do like that. Some people. The
Yeah.
ASMR thing where they're eating.
Sure, yeah, but we are not an ASMR podcast.
Our demographic does cater to the ASMR people, the community.
Our
for sure.
silky smooth voices.
Yeah, well, also just the texture of our sounds, you know?
mhm.
We should get an ASMR person on here. That'd be fun.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Because they can, like,
Just
they
get
can,
them-
like, do a little bit. Yeah. They'll be like, this setup is terrible. This audio setting is terrible. You're a fucking idiot. I'm really looking for their critiques because
Yeah.
they are, you know, professionals.
Yeah.
It'd also be funny to talk
Sure.
about it. Anyway, speaking of food.
Oh boy, I love food so much.
Yeah.
Today we're talking to our guest Lee Land
I'm gonna eat its peanut right now.
about food and just cooking and just general cuisines. And I'm actually very excited because, as with I'm sure most people, food is a major part of my life. Me and Art have shared many a meal.
Yeah, that's actually how we hang out.
Yeah,
mainly.
It's also like I think,
Because I can't drink and I have I'm pretty boring.
but I do think that like for me, I'm sure like most people, food is just such a communal thing, and it's such a way to like connect with people.
Sure.
So like you're just like, oh, I really like this food, this restaurant, and
Yeah.
then I'll show you, and then you'll show me restaurants you like, and we
Right.
kind
You
of
show me yours, I'll show you mine.
yeah, exactly.
Just like
Which
genitalia.
me and Art have done in many ways.
Oh yeah, I mean at this point it's just we just walk around sometimes like,
Yeah.
out of the bathroom like, hey, did you hear that thing that happened at Kevin today at work? And then
Yeah.
I'd just be pants down.
yeah,
and
Art's just hanging. Yeah.
real bricked up. Anyway, I'm always bricked up.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, no, this is a big part of our lives. I
Yeah.
would say, and I think
No, yeah, I'm really excited to talk to Lee. I know that she loves food so much.
yeah.
And so
I will say I do feel bad that like talking about sorry to bring it back to me, but the idea that I mainly hang out with people by eating.
really?
It feels like not a crutch, but it's just like what else am I gonna do? Like it feels almost
No.
like I mean not with you because I know you like food, but sometimes I'm like we're just getting meals a lot, you know?
No,
like, we're
but
just
I
getting,
think
you know what I mean?
it's really nice. I think like for me personally, I think a meal is best when shared with people that you really enjoy the company of.
yeah, sure,
And so I think sharing meals with people is just a great way to spend my day.
sure.
And I would do it as much as possible.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think most people actually really enjoy it themselves.
Enjoy it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I guess for me it's sort of like a
I-
social, not anxiety thing, but
Yeah.
like a worry. I guess that is social anxiety, but like a
Yeah.
worry. Like,
well,
I don't know,
well,
it
you've
seems-
also
it seems
talked
kind
about how like you wished you could like, because you can't drink, and you've always talked
Yeah.
about how like you wish you could because it's
Sure.
another social avenue. You could
Yeah.
you could then make your way schmoozing.
Yeah.
Art's always trying to
Just
schmooze.
networking,
and
right.
He can't schmooze because he can't drink.
I guess I don't like dinners because I usually eat them with executives, people in industry, and it's a lot of like,
And they're-
oh, hey, what
Scotch.
Yeah.
They're
Are you,
offering him scotch.
Are you with Gersh or are you with UTA? You know, just like
Yeah.
talking business.
Sure.
That's probably why I don't like going to dinner anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's ruined it for me. No, I do. Honestly, I do feel like food is also like kind of a crutch. Now that I think about it, it's like if we have nothing to talk about, or like you feel like this conversation's going poorly, it's like I'm having a meal though. This is fun. I'm eating.
Yeah.
You know,
Really.
a little bit.
I feel like if I'm having a bad conversation, I will stop eating.
Yeah.
It will ruin.
It would ruin the meal.
It'll ruin the meal.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things. When I used to date, because I'm taken. Sorry, ladies and men. I wanted to say that. That sounded weird. But anyway, I like to go to museums on a date, which is a very normal date thing. But it's like if the date's going
for
poorly.
you.
I know, not for you. You like interesting things.
No, I just don't like museums. I've gone on one date to a museum, and the entire time I was like, why am I here? I was.
See, that's the.
If
If the date's bad, I can be like, oh, I'm at a museum. This is fun.
Yeah, and it was a bad date, and the
Yeah.
entire time I was like, why am
I
I at a
here?
museum? like when I got there, I walked in and I was like, why am I here?
Yeah.
And then it was a bad date, and I was like, why am I here?
Right. and then you're like, why didn't you just leave? That's rude.
Yeah, because I'm see the date through.
Dude, I have a good friend who, I think I told you about this, who's actually been on the pod.
Okay.
He's a Fenibute episode. This dude, he was on a date once, and apparently this girl was like kind of crazy. Like, definitely had some sort of like is going through like a manic episode or something. Like very clearly, like this person is a lot right now. Mm-hmm. He said he got up and he was like, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom," and just left. And I was like, I kind of have a lot of respect for that in a way, you know?
See, I never leave bad situations.
You marinate in them.
I marinate.
Not real.
God damn it! I don't want to get into this.
Marinades are not real.
It's such a bad conversation starter because I do get, I don't know why, but it does get me. Art does talk about how marinades are not real, and marinating does nothing, and I can't explain why, but it does make me angry. It does.
It's not real.
All right,
look, I'll send you an article. I've sent you the article.
All right,
we don't have to talk about it.
No, we don't have to talk about it.
Do you think we'll bring it up on the pod?
I don't know, but
there's a good chance.
Anyways, I mean, yeah, now
because marinating is such a big part of cooking.
Yeah,
we're probably gonna bring it up.
Guys, let's just get into the episode. Enjoy this conversation about food with our friend Leland.
Yeah,
let's get into it, Art.
She's Asian. Anyway, see ya. Hey, Leland, can you read the thing?
Hi.
You don't have to clap. If you wanted to, you could have.
Hi, my name's Leland, and I'm going to teach Art and Fernando about cooking and food because they're withering away and need to eat.
I do feel that way.
That is something we've been told multiple times by multiple guests on and off mic.
That we are like, we look sickly. Like we are. Do we look sickly? We look sickly, right?
Don't get too excited.
Yeah, wow. Why are you laughing?
I feel like you guys, it's just because you guys are sitting on a wooden bench with no back support. So you guys just look like you're in certain level of physical discomfort.
Sure.
It's like, this is very soft, so I feel like if you guys just find a way to sit comfortably.
Well, no, it's not just here. It's like out and about. It's like day to day. People are like, "Are you eating enough?"
Yeah, people stop us. It's like the entire city of New York is our Italian mother trying to feed us meatballs.
Right. I look like sometimes my skin goes gray. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I get really dark circles under my eyes. Yeah. And I'm sleeping fine. I just haven't. Yeah. I eat normally, but people think that we are losing nutrients every day without gaining it back. You know what I mean?
I do also take a lot of sporadic naps as if I'm running out of energy.
Yeah. We are dying slowly, I think.
Yes.
So help us.
So thank you for pointing that out.
Thanks for coming. Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. And also we need your help.
I haven't noticed that about you guys, but now the more you guys okay, they're not wrong.
That is so sweet of you. That is such a nice thing to say.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
No, say it. Please say it. You can be really honest on this podcast.
You look healthy, but you also this is just something I tell some of my very skinny friends sometimes.
Love it.
You need a little more meat on the
Look,
this is yeah.
I've been told this by every single one of my family members all the time.
I will say Art is 5-6 inches taller than me, and we weigh the exact same weight.
Amount of weight.
So that's rough, right?
Look, I can't put on weight. I eat a good amount of food. And
what do you eat though?
Anything I want, and I just eat. I'm always hungry.
He doesn't eat that much though. I've seen him eat. It's not that much.
Do you mean that? Do you really mean that?
He doesn't eat that much.
I eat a decent amount.
What's decent amount?
I could probably eat 2 cheeseburgers and be like, this is pretty good.
But a lot.
He's talking sliders, you know.
I'm not talking sliders.
He's talking. That's a good one.
I'm talking legit cheeseburger. I feel like I eat big. I feel like most people in my life say I eat big. Do you actually not feel that way? Now I'm curious.
Anyways, you're here to talk. We're not talking about Art and his dietary habits.
No, yeah, we are. This is the only thing we're talking about now.
We're talking about Lee and your cooking and food in general.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So have you always loved food just growing up?
Oh yeah. I feel. Oh yeah. When I was in kindergarten, before I had big memories about as a child, my mom would always tell me when I was in daycare. One day she wanted to pick me up, and the teacher there asked her, "Are you guys feeding her enough at home?" My mom was like, "Yeah, of course."
Were you a very small kid? Were you?
No. So basically, when we're having lunch at the daycare, there's some pork the the skin is not very well cooked, so it's very chewy, and it's just a lot for a kid to chew. So there's another kid, she couldn't swallow it. She just spit it out. And when I saw that, I just stared at her like the whole process. The second it came out from her mouth and put it on the table, I just grab it and put it on
yes.
the
Oh my god. Nothing goes to waste.
Yeah, I didn't even chew. I just like swallowed it.
Well, it was already pre-chewed, it sounds like. It sounds like this woman already got it going, and you just finished it off.
Yeah.
She got the assist. You
right.
You put it
that
down.
might be it, but just like I was like, might, and I just like, no,
How did
it's gone.
Do you remember how that tasted?
No, I don't even remember that happened. It's just something my mom would repeatedly tell me over and over and over.
I mean, that's like
again.
a fun, endearing story about you growing up as like your relationship with food. You know, like you just like the idea of eating. You're just like, yeah, I want to eat that. I want to eat that.
Yeah,
And nothing goes to waste, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just happiness. You know.
Was that big in your
Right.
family, or were you unique in the way you treated food?
I mean, just everybody, most people really enjoy food,
Yeah.
and I think
This was in China, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I think when I was slowly becoming a person, my parents stopped seeing me as a child, but still their child. So they were very strict with me. And so when they're not around, if I have some allowance, I would just like spend all of it on food.
On food?
It's just
Wow.
like, that's the only source of joy for me.
Wow.
I felt.
Wow.
But it's not. Now I'm thinking there's other, but like that's the most accessible way for me to like, this thing is directly related to my happiness, which is not very healthy. Now you're thinking about it.
Both physically and emotionally.
Yeah.
Not very healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dang. So have you had like an interesting relationship with food then? It sounds like you have. Like you had to like sort of realize that food's not the only direct relation to happiness, direct link to happiness. There's other ways to find happiness, right? Like it was like it was a slow discovery, you said?
Yeah, it's a slowly discovery in the last 2 years, but also it's just like you cannot rely all your happiness on food.
Sure.
But if you don't have good food in life,
right,
other things are just like, you know.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I feel like eating good is one of probably some of the happiest moments.
Yeah. I think food is also just a thing that people can gather around and have a good time.
Socialize.
But yes. I'm sure you also agree that like you can have a really good, like, let's say that this meal is really good, but if you're in bad company, it's probably it's good food but a bad meal because you're like with bad people.
Right.
Oh no,
I
don't give a fuck about who's around me.
Really?
Wow. It's just like if it's good food, that's my good time.
But
nobody else can ruin it.
You've never been like at dinner with someone and you're like, I really hate this person. And I really just cannot.
No, I just
enjoy
mentally block them.
Yeah, and just, like,
whatever they say, I'm like, okay, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Okay.
you keep talking, I'll keep eating. It's better. It's more for me. You
How
know?
many bad meals have you had?
Yeah,
with
yeah.
people? Many?
It's not really on the people. It's mostly on the food.
That's what it sounds like.
Sure.
And that's
Dang.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So do you like cook now a lot? And
I cook a lot. I started to cook for my mom, like for her lunch.
Oh, wow.
When I was 12 years old,
Are you
I think.
serious?
Yeah.
Wait, just for fun?
For fun, and also if you love food,
Yeah.
you will want to figure out, what it made it taste like this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
The science of it, basically.
yeah, not that serious,
Right.
yeah, but I was making my mom like scrambled egg with tomato.
Love it.
Ooh.
It's
classic.
It's really good.
Oh, you know,
Oh,
yeah.
Of course I know. Ate that
Yeah.
a lot growing up.
It's like somebody. Do your family cook it more salty or a little more sweet and sour?
Salty, I would say.
Ah.
Yeah.
If you put a little like more ketchup in there, it's gonna be sour and a little more sweet, and it's really good if you like top fresh hot white rice
So good.
with the scrambled eggs with the tomato, and then you put extra gravy on it.
Yeah. So
Sounds
good.
really good. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I should make it. It's very easy to make.
There's
yeah.
a very similar
Super
Middle
easy.
Eastern dish I used to eat a lot where it's like there's rice and then you put the eggs and then you put tomatoes over the top of that. And it's very, very good as
It's
well.
kind of like a shakshuka.
And we cook it in a cast iron skillet. Very tasty.
It's good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I've started making it with jalapenos to make it spicier. It's really good.
Oh, that sounds
You
good.
should try it out. Yeah,
I
yeah.
will.
I'm just thinking about.
Is
I
this
have jalapenos. We can make
this
it right
whole
now.
episode is just gonna be going over our favorite
Yeah, our
recipes.
favorite foods.
I can show you a picture of like what it looks like. But
Yeah,
also
tomato egg. I think I've brought it
Yeah,
for lunch before.
You've brought it up also before, and I've brought up the same dish. It's
We've talked about it.
because I know how much you enjoy it.
It's very,
and yeah,
it's
I
just
have
very
yeah.
common.
I have definitely seen this, and this does look amazing.
But it's very
Yeah.
popular in China, right?
Yeah.
But do people just cook it, or do people go out and actually buy it?
I think it's crazy. I know people who would buy it, but it's just like
It's so easy.
it's so easy to
Yeah.
make at home,
Right.
and
I can make it now. I have tomatoes in my.
oh yeah, it takes like
It's-
8 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Probably maybe less, like
Yeah.
5, depending on
Oh,
how you make it.
How do you make it?
I cook the tomatoes first, obviously, and then salt it a little bit, and then add a little ketchup and get it kind of mushy, and then I make the scrambled eggs on the side, and I throw it all in and mix it all up. Right? How do you make it? I guess the jalapenos.
I make the scrambled like I chop up scallion first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
and like it adds
Sure.
the aroma, whatever, and then I add a
What?
I add a little like milk or water
Really?
into the egg, and like and I season
Oh.
the egg first, and then
Interesting.
when you're cooking it, you keep it on a meat fire,
Yeah.
and then you slowly
So you
do
can make it-
this,
Yeah.
and then now it's looking like it's starting like a film, and
Yeah.
you use chopsticks, you like start like break them.
Okay.
So they
wow.
stay in bigger pieces, but also
Yeah.
inside it's
Little
still like
mushy.
softy.
Mhm.
And then
This
you
is
get
much different from how it. Yeah.
yeah,
This seems like a better version of what. Yeah, I do.
you get it out, and then you chop tomato into like smaller bits,
Yeah.
and you
Oh,
saute
chop it
them.
again.
Yeah.
Oh.
The way is like you get the water out, it helps the tomato cook faster, and you put a little
Yeah.
salt over it,
Mhm.
so it also helps to get the water out of the tomato.
Wow.
What's this dish called?
西红柿炒鸡蛋.
I'll listen to the podcast again.
Basically tomato stir fried
Yeah.
egg, but I don't think they serve this in any of those like China #1
Yeah.
restaurants.
Well, it's more of just so that anybody listening can also look it up and see.
Oh yeah, look it up. Just
You also just say like look up tomato egg. I feel like that's a pretty
Yeah.
easy way.
That's well
Pause
played.
it there.
Very well
Yeah.
played.
Yeah.
It is good. It is funny how like this is such a staple dish for
Oh,
Asian
yeah.
families, and
Yeah.
it's fun
And
talking about it. Yeah.
some people just like you said, like your family like to eat it salty. I like it
salty.
like a sweeter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's also better for summer. So it's the sourness in there.
Right.
The summer, you think like sourness is good for the summer?
Oh yeah,
What?
like think the Korean cold noodle.
Okay.
That is a little sour.
Mhm.
It's
Huh.
I think
Interesting.
the soup base, it has like pear juice in there.
I'm like salivating as you describe this.
And yes,
This is
Yeah, and it should
so
have
good.
some kind of like white rice vinegar. I'm
Yeah.
not 100% sure because I never cooked it.
Yeah.
And also like Thai food
Mhm.
and Vietnamese food. If like it has some like sourness
Sour-
too.
Oh,
Sure.
absolutely.
It's good for the summer.
Absolutely,
It
yeah.
feels better.
Yeah. I love
Uh,
sweating.
you also mentioned a gravy. What's the base of that gravy? What is that gravy made
In
from?
the
That goes over
Tomato
the
egg.
that goes over the tomato egg.
it's the water came out from the
Yes.
egg and the
Tomato
tomato.
sauce.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
the
yeah.
flavor is
Okay,
one,
yeah.
and that just like soak into the
Sounds so fucking
rice.
good
Yeah.
right now. That sounds
Okay.
so good.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like an actual like fat based gravy, like
Yeah.
a typical gravy.
No,
but
it's
I'm thinking
it's a perfect vegetarian dish.
Yeah.
gravy. It's a normal.
No, it's just funny.
I hear gravy. That's what I think. I think of a fat based gravy. You know.
Yeah. No, I'm just. It's
Yeah.
just like you just describe gravy very very delicately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
great-
Delicately.
Gravy is a delicate delicacy. if
Yeah,
any-
from many parts of the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it sounds like you have a very intricate and deep relationship with cooking. As you've been cooking it since you were 12, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I cooked my first meal until I was like
Really.
high school.
That's still pretty early. Still good.
You think it's pretty early? When did you
that-
start cooking?
Probably around like
12?
Yeah, 11, 12.
What's
yeah.
your
Really?
first dish?
We used to make like because I used to just make a bunch of things with eggs as well. So like I used to make like a lot of things with omelets. I think what
Mhm.
happened the first time I really cooked was after Thanksgiving one year we had a bunch of leftovers and I just started using those leftovers to make omelets and different dishes with those
Wow.
leftovers
Wow.
Smart.
because you can just stuff like stuffing, turkey, ham, anything into this omelet and it's amazing
yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah.
And
See,
so-
yeah, I just never thought about that.
Yeah.
I just never cared about cooking.
Yeah.
I started cooking my foray, like my intro.
Mm-hmm.
ramen, instant ramen, just
Really?
like making it
Fancy?
nice, fancy, like adding shit to it, and like it's not just noodles, it's like noodles with egg,
poaching an egg in there.
Yeah, poaching an egg in there. Get some scallions, make some broccoli, throw it. That was like my shit. I
And
love
those
that.
frozen like beef balls they sell in China. You can also like
throw them there. So
yeah.
Those are big. So okay, why aren't you a chef?
I thought about going to culinary school, but it's just like, this is so stereotypical, but I just never thought I should do anything else except for what my parents want me to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Until like 5 years ago.
Sure.
Yeah.
What your parents wanted you to study communications at Purdue?
No, that was like
psychology?
That's something I fought for. They're like, well, you're still at an engineer school, and they have like decent accounting and management program. If you ever want to switch your major,
right? They want you to get a job.
Yeah. And also my mom, she has CPA, CFA, whatever, blah, 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 a lot of certifications. And she's also a cost engineer. And my dad is an electric engineer who went to one of the most one of the top engineer school in China. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, but that's on the other hand, that's all they know.
Yeah.
It's like
they're big nerds.
Yeah, it's really hard for them to see any life outside of doing what they know.
Sure.
So
dang. And you fought. Is it weird now talking to them because you don't have you don't work as an organizational psychologist?
No.
Or a communications person. Yeah.
I feel like they're learning about acceptance.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
we're
their
getting
life
deep on this podcast. I like it.
through where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Would you go to culinary school though? Now that they are, on the journey of acceptance, and now you feel probably more comfortable to take the step and to learn.
I don't think so. I'm not passionate about it's you don't need to go to a culinary school to be a chef.
You can just be a line cook,
Yeah.
And then work your way up.
I know a chef, a Nigerian chef. He's also on. Can I plug in another podcast?
Plug whatever you want.
He's also on Don't Quit Your Day Job. Maxim Allen.
Yeah, we will bleep that podcast.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry, Maxim.
He's one of the most wanted chef to cater to African weddings in New York City.
Whoa,
They
cool.
also fly him out to Colombia, Dubai, and places so he can cater to their events.
Sure.
And he didn't go to culinary school. He studied biology.
Yeah.
In college, and he learned so much about fermentation. Now one of his most he didn't go to culinary school. You guys should have him on the podcast sometime. His food is so good.
Does he have a restaurant in New York City?
I think it's opening one, but he has his regular catering business.
Sure.
Yeah, I just don't see myself being I don't like working around a lot of smell of food.
Really?
Cooking for your friends and people it's fun, and it's you're caring for them, you're treating them, but I don't want to smell like food. I don't want to be
a kitchen.
Also, cooking in a restaurant is much different than cooking. It's much more high level and high stress. Because it's so quick and so demanding.
And it's also extremely repetitive because you can do the same thing all day, every day. It's I'm not putting any creativity into these dishes. I'm just chopping shit.
It takes years to get to a level where you have the power to be truly creative and actually throw your weight around.
Be creative, just not to be yelled at by people.
And then you can start yelling. You can start giving it.
Yeah, Maxim's old roommate was a chef before the pandemic. He was one of a chef for a Michelin restaurant.
Wow.
And he's just always so tense and stressed. He loves cooking. He loves food. This is his life passion.
Right.
But he's he would wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, go to the restaurant, and start to do a lot of prepping.
Yeah.
Which is just chop shit and peeling potato and do.
It's not
It's not.
Right.
Yeah, and he would just cut his finger, and he's I just wrapped it. I don't have time to think about it.
My dad did that one time. He cut his thumb to the bone, and he just had to. He just had to wrap it.
Oh, my mom has tons of stories of cutting yourself, burning yourself. Because my mom owns a restaurant, and she had to do that. And she was you just power through. And her hands are just so calloused from just working years in the fucking kitchen.
That's her badge.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's you just shake your hand. You're oh my god, this is insane.
Yeah, I don't want that. The thing is, I want soft hands.
Right. It is funny watching her cook because she'll just like drop an eggshell in, and she'll just like go and grab it. And she's like, oh, it's like boiling oil. Boiling oil.
Yeah.
It's like hot oil. She's just like take it. And it's like, oh, whatever. And just throw it out.
Yeah.
It's like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Dude, they're crazy. Yeah, they have to be because you're like working so much and
Yeah.
So that makes sense. You don't want to ever. I think it'd be fun to like learn everything though.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Like,
it's-
all the foods.
But we have YouTube.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
free.
Yeah.
We've been trying to do.
I thought you said I have you for a second, and I was like, we
Yeah,
can
you
support you.
too.
We're here for you. We're here for you.
we are trying to start like a cooking.
Yeah,
thing.
me and Art have been
Oh.
talking about like getting together once a month and cooking a whole meal
Should
together.
we? Us three?
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I have a wok,
Yeah, so
Oh.
do I. It's not nice though, but I do have a wok. It's not like a nice wok.
Yeah.
right?
But do you have like a nice wok?
I have a nice wok.
Okay.
What is your favorite food to cook, like just in general?
Meat.
What kind of meat? Like what's
That's
your
my favorite. That's my
favorite?
favorite cuisine.
What's your favorite meat? Do you like pork, beef, chicken, lamb?
I
goat?
want to like guess.
It doesn't really matter.
Oh,
As long
okay.
as meat.
It's me.
Yeah.
I think
Do you like a Brazilian steakhouse? Are you a fan of Brazilian?
I've never
steakhouses?
been to
Ooh,
one.
that's
I would
good.
love
It's
to.
fun.
We should go to a Brazilian steakhouse.
Oh yeah.
It's all like on a rotisserie.
Mhm.
It's like a lot
Oh
of fun.
yeah.
They just come to your table and drop meat off.
Yeah. They like cut it. You like see. I don't know if the ones you've been to, but you can like see them cut it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's
Those
fun.
are nice.
It's a lot of meat though. I mean, it's like Korean barbecue.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
lot of meat.
It is a lot of meat.
Yeah. Interesting. You like cooking meat.
Yeah, I love because
That's
like
so interesting.
you hear
You hear the
So
sizzle and
random.
the fat.
the like you can from the very second you bought this piece of meat.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
You season it and it's like you can do so much about it, and even to the point you're serving it.
Yeah.
Like just think when you put a well marinated piece of meat in a hot pan, the second the meat is touching the oil, the sizzling.
The sizzle. And then
We can all hear
and
it,
then you-
right?
and then you turn it and you see that crust on it. And it
Oh
looks
yeah.
so good.
Oh yeah.
I've never heard anyone talk about meat in such a
moment-
appealing way. I
The
was
moment
like,
you started,
oh my
when you were like, when
God.
anybody buys it, you can just, the moment you just went like this, I was like, oh man, she's about to do something real. She's got it.
Look, I think most people like have a cuisine like, yeah, I like cooking tacos or something, like a dish, like some sort of like dish. But you're like meat. And I'm
They're
like, that's
limiting
so-
their.
Is
Yeah,
there
yeah, yeah.
is there any dish you've made before that you were like, oh, I really outdid myself with that one dish?
Oh,
They're all
I'm
spectacular.
always outdoing myself. That's the thing.
Lee's raising the bar with every
I
single
love
meal.
it.
I love
Cause
it.
yeah, cause
That's
like
so
I
funny.
was gonna, so I made this. I was gonna bring this over today, and then it was
okay.
it's not crunchy anymore, and it got sticky. So I'm
Oh,
like,
you got
okay.
like you got like insecure about it. You're like, I don't want.
No,
them to
it
judge
just it's not
what it is.
convenient.
I
Maxim
see.
sent picture. It's so
Maxim sent some pictures. I'd like to see those.
I took it with his phone.
Oh.
So this.
Ooh, that looks really good.
Oh, it looks like a Vietnamese spring roll kind of thing, right? No?
Yeah, it is
It's-
kind
okay.
of. So I chopped onion. I sauteed onion. I chopped parsley, bell pepper,
Mhm.
and celery, and I stir fry them a little bit when they're cooked. I have my own seasoning blend. I blended it myself,
Of course.
and
You do like cooking.
oh yeah,
Once you start making your own seasonings and sauces, that's how you know.
oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You bring them
And
to the restaurant. You're like, I'm gonna sneak this in.
I thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I'm
family
like,
did that a
nah,
lot.
that's too disrespectful.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I just like the rice paper and wrap
Yeah.
them. I was expecting them to be crispy,
Mhm.
and when they were cooling down, they just got stuck together.
Mm,
And I
mhm.
put like what is called parchment paper under them
Yeah,
to like
in
absorb the
between.
oil,
Yeah.
and it got sticky to the
Parchment.
parchment paper. So all I have is a picture now. And when we're
Couldn't
trying to like
eat it.
figure out how to eat it, it
Oh,
was just
man.
like falling into the bowl.
That's so
You're just
sad.
like scraping it off the paper with your teeth, like just
Yeah.
slowly.
Yeah,
Maybe nothing
Yeah, I was
that.
like
Any
picking
get-
paper out of my.
Yeah,
you
mouth.
can eat a little paper. It's fine, you know.
Yeah,
I do it
but-
all the time.
It's not something I can bring over here. I also made a sauce, but the sauce was too starchy. So when it cooled down, it became a pudding.
Oh my god.
So
I mean, I do like pudding. I would eat that.
like
That's
salty, like savory pudding.
I mean, look, I like broth. I feel like okay, you know what?
Yeah.
You know when you eat like meat that you put in a fridge and there's a little bit of, like the layer of fat that's like
Yeah.
on it and it's like cold and it's like this is pretty
Yeah.
fucking good. I
Yes.
could just eat this like salty fat.
Yeah.
That shit's
Huh.
good. So yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
Bring it over next time.
Yeah.
Come over anytime. Once you do this podcast, you get a key to the house. You can come over anytime.
Oh yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
Let
yourself.
all right, you know what?
Let
Not
yourself
anymore.
Let yourself in anytime.
But
You're sending.
yeah, if you do the cooking, some kind of meal once a month stuff, like I'm all in.
All over
I'll
that?
bring all my like knives over. I have a set of like.
We'll go to you. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. We'll,
Our kitchen is small. We might have
I mean,
a
this is
bigger.
pretty small.
I have a
kitchen
pretty
as well.
spacious kitchen.
Oh, you do?
I have a pretty
There we
spacious
go.
kitchen, Yeah.
Yeah. We can rotate too. Whatever's easiest.
Mhm.
I think it'd be fun,
Mhm.
right?
Oh yeah.
Just hang and eat and make some food together. Because we're best friends now, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're growing closer to us as this podcast goes on? Every second,
Yeah.
every minute?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you guys are the same person.
Ooh, that is
No,
incorrect.
no. Let me finish my sentence. I know you guys are not you. So you guys individually are
Yeah.
still the same person. I feel like from the first day I talked to you guys, just like because some people like at the beginning they it takes time for them to warm up.
Sure.
Like, and sometimes
I'm loving this.
you guys never had like
Time to warm
a
up.
punchable face day or or like
We need a punchable
Yeah.
day face. Or
Yeah.
face day.
because you guys are very social person.
I appreciate that.
And you guys are not like what's the word? You guys don't have social anxiety.
Yeah.
So-
I have no social anxiety ever.
We had a long discussion today about his social
Yeah, I have
anxiety.
so much social anxiety. I feel like
I think it's hilarious.
there are
that
people
you
that
brought
probably
up.
listen to this podcast that have stories about my social anxiety
We know there are
And-
people on this podcast who listen to this
and me
podcast.
shutting down.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll take that back. Only art.
Yeah.
Art's pretty social.
I don't have a lot of social anxiety,
Yeah.
to be honest. So
Yeah, I can tell.
you can tell.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, not remember. For first two times I saw you, I had like, hey, and I thought you were a bitch. I thought you were a bitch because you were just like, okay, thank you.
Standoffish.
That's
there you
fair.
go.
Yeah, but also that's a
Come on,
process of me
Fernando.
learning that sometimes people just have social anxiety.
Yeah.
It's not or they're having a bad day or they're not
It's-
feeling well.
Sure.
I've also been told that multiple times. So it's
Yeah.
I'm not mad that you said that at all. Like
I'm glad.
it's a problem I've been trying to work on, but not successfully, obviously.
No, this was years ago. You're saying years ago, right?
Oh,
No, this is a few months,
like
and
2 days ago.
a couple months ago.
like
When was
when
this?
you were,
We met for the first time like 2 or 3 months ago.
I think at
You guys ever met at Toast
Anne
and
Hathaway
Toast?
that was the first time I talked to you.
Yeah, but
Really?
I think we met for the first time after one of Maxim's shows, one of the Two Virgins shows. I think I went there
Oh.
with Andrea after a show.
Yeah.
I was probably just focusing on Andrea.
It is so funny that Andrea gets brought up in so many of my podcasts that she's just like the
Does
one
she?
I did with Maxim. We talked about her like 4 times.
Well,
Why
it's just
don't
mutual
you
friends.
Bring up, yeah.
Yeah.
One of
Which
those
is
mutual
funny.
friends thing. You bring up mutual friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a homie. Anyway, Andrea, love to have you on the pod. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Do you like going out to eat as well, or do you prefer cooking? Sorry, we gotta bring it back
It
to food.
depends. It depends.
On
it
what?
depends.
The mood?
On the mood,
Sure.
on where I'm going.
Oh, it has to be like worthy of you. The restaurant has to be worthy.
Yeah.
Really?
I would get like. I
Oh
feel
my
like it might
God.
be like I'm getting like more confident last couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
And like as a person, it's like this whole like I deserve, I enough, blah blah blah.
I love it.
If I go to a restaurant, they come ask me how's everything. If I don't like it,
You will tell them.
I'll tell them like, oh, I know you're just like everything's great, but like this is not.
You'll critique it.
I'll tell them just like to begin. Sometimes it's not the same. Like if I go to a restaurant, I
Yeah.
don't. That's not American or Chinese restaurant. I don't know how to pronounce the names. I go on their Yelp and Google. I want this.
Oh,
I
like
show them
the
pictures,
Yeah.
and they'll serve me something that's not on the picture. That's
Oh,
not like
yeah, that's bad.
that looks half the portion size of the picture. I'm like,
Oof.
I feel like you should tell me that. Or sometimes the food is just
Bad.
directly you can
Bad.
just taste. Yeah, bad. It's
Right.
like it's from the freezer. It's frozen.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can just
Yeah.
sometimes you can just tell by looking, and sometimes just like the food is not well cooked,
Wow.
and it's just
Dude,
like
you have really high standards
Yeah.
for restaurants.
How do you feel about restaurants that are like almost just for Instagram, where like people go there just to take pictures of it, and the food is like okay,
Mediocre.
Have you ever been to a place like that where you're like,
yeah,
how do you feel about those places?
they can go suck my dick. I just feel like because there are so many beloved and awesome restaurants closed during the pandemic
Sure, yeah.
who serve good food. I'm like,
Absolutely.
how do those shitty ones survive?
Yeah, you have to market, unfortunately. It sucks.
Yeah. But
it makes me sad. It does make me really sad, especially going to like the West Village. Like now, like so many places are closed. I'm like, I used to love that place, and now it's closed.
Yeah,
it's sad. How do you feel about chain restaurants?
Chain restaurant is something you go there, you know you're gonna get exactly what you're.
What's your favorite chain restaurant?
Ooh, that's a hard question. There's so many. There's so many
fast
chain
food,
restaurants.
Chili's, anything. Just anything that has a franchise kind of based
Panda
model.
Express.
Popeye.
Oh yeah,
Popeyes
that's
isn't
up
bad.
there for
Not
me.
a bad choice.
I think Popeyes and Taco Bell are up there for me.
What is called
Applebee's?
nacho fries from Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Is really
I
good.
don't think I've ever had those.
Yeah, my roommate
Nacho
loves
fries.
those.
Oh, it's the best thing.
Jake?
Really name people a lot.
Who's Jake?
Jake's my roommate.
Is the dude with the dimple?
Yeah, the man with those legendary dimples.
Legendary dimples. That's what he's known in the comedy scene.
Yeah.
Dimple Man. Dimple boy.
Chick-fil-A.
It's all right. I don't love Chick-fil-A, to be honest. That's just me.
It's sometimes Chick-fil-A is more like a vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anti-gay vibe. I get it.
But we're talking about food. Chick-fil-A, this is one thing I learned from them. Chick-fil-A marinate their chicken in pickle brine.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, you know that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He does it. Yeah, it's
yeah.
good. And you can marinate like a lot of things in pickle brine. You can also add your own like fresh pressed apple juice in there as well.
Ooh.
And it's gonna
Fresh pressed apple juice. Interesting.
Oh, also if you want to, you can blend some like lemongrass and rosemary.
This sounds good. This sounds good.
Yeah.
Which Chick-fil-A doesn't do that, do they?
They don't.
Yeah,
but
it's the same.
It's like
She's
it's-
improving
it's
Chick-fil-A.
inspiration.
sounds like
it's
it.
inspiration.
Yeah.
We should cook that though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That sounds really
That
good.
sounds really good. I like to marinate my chicken in like mustard. Have you ever done that? Like you marinate it in mustard?
No.
It's really, really good.
I never marinate my meat. I feel like it's a myth. Did we talk about this?
We have talked about it. He talks about how marinade is a meat.
It's a little bit
a
of
myth
a
all
little
the
bit of a
time.
myth. Depending on how you marinate. Depending on what you're trying to do.
See, then he's already defeated his argument.
No, but it is. Like it's mainly a myth. The way that
It's
most people
not.
marinate is not. It doesn't actually do anything.
It does.
Yes, I've got.
It does.
I'll send you an article.
This will become a whole argument because I've gotten heated at multiple lunches, and Art's not going to be convinced because he read an article. So.
Yeah, an article that did like a taste. All right, we don't have to get into.
What
it.
are you, finance bro? Like,
Yeah.
I read an
No, I'm
article.
not.
Now I'm
I'm
an
just-
expert about.
Yeah.
Look, I'm trying to save people time. That's what I'm trying to do.
No, you marinate them, and now you have like your very personalized, specialized chicken, and it might be the best thing ever. You're actually saving your time on exploring a restaurant to find one chicken you actually like.
Here's what we should actually do. We should do a blind taste test. Like someone you should cook like a marinated chicken or whatever, and then a non-marinated one, and then have me try them, and then which one's better, I'll let you know, or if they taste the same. Which I'll be as honest as possible, or we can get someone else in and let them try.
The thing is,
Go on. I'll let you go.
That's a good challenge, right?
yeah,
Art also doesn't know a lot about food, so
but
Yeah, I know a decent amount, not a lot.
but you're. Wow, that's generalizing people. It's like, but you're
Hit me.
not a white person, though. You should know.
Yeah, and I feel like I personally have marinated chicken. I've also not marinated chicken. I feel like I can't tell a difference.
Oh,
personally,
what did you
which
marinate
is-
with? That's also important.
That's also important. That's the thing. I think most people marinate it with the wrong thing. I
What
think a
do
lot
you
of
do?
people-
Well,
I don't
then
remember.
It sounds like people are
Years ago.
marinating. Right? So what you're talking about is not marinating. You're talking about just.
No, I think most people marinate. We're getting into this.
Yeah, no.
We don't have to get into it.
I wanna
Get into
know.
Well, I'll send you the article because most people, it has to do with like the fats can't actually get into the meat because it's too much. It's too water based. So the lipids are not like they're repelling. It's hydrophobic. The fats are, so it's not gonna like actually absorb anything.
You can like lose the chicken with a little like
Yeah.
wife killer
Yeah.
hammer.
Tenderize it.
Tenderizer.
Yeah. I don't know.
And
This is an article, and again, I've just stopped marinating, and it just tastes the same to me. For me.
okay,
Let's move on. Let's
me.
Okay, so Popeyes is your favorite chain restaurant. That's great.
Yeah,
It's
take it over,
cool.
yeah.
You know, Chick-fil-A marinates.
I can tell
in
it's still on
pickle
her
brine.
mind. It's
I
still
have like yeah.
Well, it's because this will turn into the whole podcast, and
Yeah,
Art will
yeah.
keep saying, "I'll just send you an article," and it's not going to go anywhere.
But can I talk about the chicken I'm marinating?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
please.
try
Tell me
now.
about
I'll
chicken
try
marinade.
the
please.
chicken
yeah,
you marinate.
tell me about your chicken marinade.
So this is one thing I learned from the Nigerian chef. So when he has his chicken, when it's fresh, he would like season them all over, and then he would freeze them in the freezer. And
That's
then
interesting.
when he defrosts the chicken, when he's about to cook the chicken, he take it out. When it's melting, it helps because like the water will lose. There's gonna be like little air particle.
Right.
It helps the seasoning to go in there.
Yeah.
So it's basically marinating it again.
Yeah.
And
That sounds great.
yeah, I never tried that though. But what I'm doing right now, I have like my seasoning. I put them all over, and then I was making my own ginger lemon shot at home the other day.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
You cook a lot. Like you do a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just made my own sorrel today with the ginger and hibiscus flour. We're excited to try it. It's cooling down my fridge.
So you're just like spending like a lot of time cooking.
No.
Okay.
To me, that's the best way to cook, though. Like when I cook, I typically pick a dish that takes like all day to cook because to me that's the most fun way to cook.
Yeah.
I cook fast.
Oh,
I try to
Yeah.
cook fast. I just feel like I would like to spend days cooking.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I have so much shit to do.
I have
you know?
I have so much free time. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
unreal.
on you, dude.
Yeah,
I feel like
I-
you're bragging about how much free
But
time
I
you have.
am.
I think maybe having a bigger kitchen helps
Yeah.
with that. If I have a big kitchen, those like rich people kitchen,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
whole
You have
island
an
kitchen,
island kitchen. Yeah.
I will just
So much counter space.
oh yeah.
I'm pretty wealthy.
Multiple
so.
burners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was scooping out the ginger after the blender, and Max was just like, "Oh, what if you use that for cooking?" I'm like, "Oh, I have chicken in the fridge," so I add a little more like lemon ginger shot back into the grind,
Yeah.
the whatever blended stuff, and then I like what's the word? I cover the chicken in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And now I have an air fryer, just put it in there.
Oh.
And I just spray a little Pam
Yeah.
Okay.
all over it, so it's like
Oily.
oily. It's like a little fried.
Yeah. That sounds
And
good.
then you flip over like
Yeah.
after 20 minutes and 6 more minutes to make sure it is crispy on the both side. Yeah, it's
Good?
very
It was
good.
good? Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
And I had some pork. I just threw out because it took too long.
Yeah.
I just couldn't finish it. I made this whole batch.
If you ever
of
need people to eat your food, we are down to eat your
Okay.
food. I will come out of my way to
yeah,
get
and
to
this is
pick
really
up food.
close from my place.
I will ride my
Yeah.
bike to your apartment
We will
from
pick
Queens.
up food.
Oh,
Can I tell you for your Lunar New Year party when we wrapped those dumplings, they were so good.
He's been talking about it ever since.
They were so good to the point where I was like, I need to do this myself. Like I've never thought about because I wrapped them with my family, but never been like compelled to be like, oh, I'm gonna go do it myself. But your recipe was like so good. I was like, I have to do this. I want to do it here.
have you tried it?
What? Not
Yeah.
yet. We've just been lazy,
He's been like asking me to come over so that we can make them together.
and he never will, which is why I can't do it.
I hate this
It's,
man.
it's
That's why
his,
though.
yeah,
I just don't
it's
like him.
his fault.
We can do a dumpling party at my place.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and we're thinking about like try to do more parties before we move
Leave.
out at the end of the
Okay.
August.
I love that. It was so good. Do you like steam them in broth? Because I did that for the first time and it was so good.
Steam them.
You know how like you fry them a little bit and you put the broth in to let it. Because I froze them.
Oh.
So you know how you like when you take frozen ones, you like cook it a little bit and then you put like a little bit of liquid, so it like kind of like
yeah,
gets it-
you steam it to make sure with the meat is all the way cooked.
So I did it with beef broth because it was beef based. It was so good.
I had that same reaction when he told me about it too.
I didn't know that. I was looking up the recipes for like dumplings. I was like, I gotta like make this. I'm like trying to learn what goes into like the meat, and then the recipe was like, oh yeah, and when you're done, like steam it in some beef broth because it's a beef based thing, and I was like, that sounds fucking amazing. So I did it, and I was like, that was so good.
One of my favorite things is when someone tells you a new food thing and you're like, I gotta try that.
I feel like my brain's like,
you're like,
Yeah.
I gotta go home right now. This podcast is over.
Right.
what? Oh, and also, have
You
you?
inspired me. I'm trying to say a lot.
And now here's the inspiration you just gave me. What if you? So like the broth is like making the dumpling dough flavorful. What if like when you're making the dough, you just instead of mixing the flour with water, you just mix up with
A
broth
little broth. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that
from the very beginning.
probably tastes probably tastes great.
Yeah.
We should actually try this. I am salivating. I'm
Ooh.
so
Yeah,
hungry.
I'm very hungry.
Oh. And also
luckily-
maybe some scallion and like
Lee did bring a bunch of was this Jamaican food?
Yeah, you did
Jamaican
bring
food.
food.
It's my
Caribbean
favorite
food?
Jamaican.
Yeah. So once this pod is over, we're gonna.
Well, should we talk about? I kind of want to like open it now just to show
the picture.
show the camera, or should we wait? What do you think?
I mean, yeah, get it
Y'all
going.
keep talking.
We'll
I'm
keep
gonna
talking.
I'll open this.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to add this broth to the I forgot where we're going. I'm just so excited for this.
Yeah, I
Salivating.
think I'm gonna try that.
What is your like? Do you have a favorite restaurant in the city? I know you are picky, but I wonder what is like good to you.
Before we get into that, do you have a problem traveling? Like really, like will you be willing to travel really far if you know the food's really good? Like you know.
If I go with people,
yes.
yeah, because I love sharing my food with people, but eating alone, if I'm,
Oh yeah.
it just I don't know.
Oh
it's
my
less.
God.
Yeah,
This
they
is a giant.
they hook it up,
It's a giant.
and
pack.
that's a medium
Oh my
bowl.
God,
It's
it's
so
so
much-
much.
feel the
Yeah.
weight.
He was like pressing it
yeah,
down.
This is heavy.
Oh yeah, their potato salad might be
That's
the
a Venmo request. That's
Oh,
so
abs-
much
We
food.
gotta pay you. This
No,
is
no, no,
insane.
no.
No, please let us.
no.
We have
um,
Patreon funds. We can
Yeah.
pay you. It's all right.
Me and Art are flush with cash. We
The
are very
thing is,
wealthy.
I don't want to like. This is me just like, oh, I'm not sure if you guys had this from this place before.
What is this place called?
Patty Hut.
Petty Hut.
Never
Yeah.
heard of that.
Yeah.
It's I think it's specifically in Best Eye. They have one location.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't. There's
Oh, is there
yeah.
Oil
you
is oil
don't-
dripping.
Yeah,
Yeah, be careful.
Don't
Sorry.
make sure.
Just let
It
other
doesn't-
people know. So what is it? What is in here? Potato
It's,
salad, rice.
Potato salad, spinach rice,
Oh.
stewed chicken.
Oh my god.
But it's like brown. They call it like brown stewed chicken. So it made with some like brown sugar as well,
Sure.
and plantain.
It smells really good too.
Yeah, there's fried plantain,
Thanks for bringing this.
of course.
So how did you? Yeah. So this is one of your favorite places in the city. I'm assuming.
Mhm.
So I have favorite places for different dish and for different like cuisine.
Cuisine. Yeah.
You got it. It's fine.
So yeah, so it depends on where I'm going, what I'm getting, and what kind of food I'm eating. So I don't have one favorite restaurant.
Okay. So if I say like your favorite Mexican restaurant in the city, well, do you have a place?
No.
No.
I think those taco trucks.
Oh,
I-
for sure.
I feel like taco trucks for me are
Easily.
the way to go because I'm like they tend to be cheaper and they're lower risk.
They're so much
Yeah.
better tasting. I
Yeah.
feel like my favorite Mexican place is a taco truck around here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So.
And they have one. They have the what it's called. Sierra. The broth, the soup.
Oh, consommé.
Consomme.
Yeah,
How to say it? Again?
Yeah, I just made that.
The burrilla.
Yeah, I just,
Berea.
Yeah,
I just
consommé.
made that like a couple weeks
So
ago.
he makes it like authentic. Like,
Yeah.
he puts on a bunch of fucking spices and shit.
Yeah, it was good. It was really
Yeah.
it came out really well. I stewed it for like 6-7 hours.
Yeah.
and it was,
I tried it and it was really good.
It was really
It's like some of the best. I was like, send me that recipe immediately because I want to make it. you look jealous. You look
I am jealous.
We should cook it together.
Oh yeah.
It'd be fun, right?
I think the one thing I do, the recipe calls for like I think different kinds of meat, and I use oxtail instead of which is probably what makes it feel a little better.
But birria, does it imply beef or just like the?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's typically made with beef. Yeah.
Interesting.
I have a lot of beef.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, beef is my favorite.
In my bag
favorite
right
meat.
now, I have it right now.
No,
We're gonna
I
cook
have
it.
like 9 pounds of beef
Oh my god.
in my freezer.
What kind
and,
would you have? What would you have? Like-
I'm not sure which part of it, but it's like on bone, but it's
Mm.
from this halal place, like meat place near on Fulton Street, and it's organic. It's like farmers, whatever.
Yeah.
They kill the beef. They kill the cow in the morning.
Well, they pray and then they kill the cow.
yeah, and they would like deliver, and it's like somebody buy a lot. They'll just deliver that. You get the beef in the
Whoa.
in the
That's
same
pretty
day.
cool.
Yeah.
I will say God bless beef is much better than not God bless beef. You know what I mean? Halal.
Yeah,
halal
I
beef?
mean, sure.
Have you guys tried to
Seasoned
try to-
beef.
Yeah,
There is a difference.
I've never done a blind taste test, but sure.
I'll send you an article. It's
yeah,
true.
Please send me an
They
article.
did a blind taste test. There's halal meat that's blessed by God, and then non-blessed by God, some just regular store meat. They're different.
I will say that a lot
Sounds
of
like bullshit.
I will say a lot of the
Okay,
halal
wow.
meat.
I'm sorry.
You're denying my religion.
What's your religion?
I'm Jewish. I'm not
He's not Jewish.
No way.
The way your face dropped when he said that.
Because there are people like who converted later.
No, I wish. I mean, my dad's Jewish, but anyway, no. So
His dad is not
He's
Jewish.
joking. He's joking.
kosher and halal have very similar rules.
I think
which is fun.
I think kosher is a little
I'm not
stricter,
religious.
and if you eat halal, people if they can't find halal, they will go kosher instead.
Yeah, I'm not religious, but I will say religious meat much better. I was hoping for more of a reaction from you guys, but you guys just seem to want to just move on.
No. I think I have gotten like halal like beef at my grocery store when they're out of like regular meat, and I will say that it comes out. It's very good.
Yeah, but it's
It
pretty
is-
good. I
it
mean,
is very good.
when the cow goes to heaven, I mean, it's gonna bless the meat.
I mean, I don't know if the cow goes to heaven, but I am. So
Is there heaven and hell in
for cows,
for Islam?
I think there is an afterlife, but I don't know if they refer to it as heaven. I don't think there's a hell necessarily.
Do you know?
No.
Okay, but you have halal meat, so it's gonna be good.
Yeah, so I have a lot, like in my freezer.
Let's skip past the religion that none of us follow.
I was trying to make Korean. So I want to have Korean food with and
Anchon?
Anchon. Yeah, Anchon and
Oh yeah, I was invited to that.
yeah.
Sorry, you weren't.
It's fine. I don't mind.
I was invited, but I had something to do, so I couldn't go.
Yeah.
I told them, hey, ask Fernando, and they're like,
Yeah.
we're okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's,
kidding.
it's
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
but yeah,
This is why I had social anxiety.
Because of me.
because of you. They have this like beef broth.
Mhm.
And it's like very light seasoned. So this beef is perfect for that because it doesn't have like processed stuff in there. And I should have a picture.
What was the name of this place? Do you remember what it was called?
5 Season.
5 Season. I don't know. know that.
One was here.
Your shows. Oh,
Mm.
looks like pho.
Yeah.
The broth is like light.
Ooh, I can make pho with this.
I thought, for a
Oh,
second there, I thought you saw the picture and were amazed by your own photo.
Yeah,
no. I was
That's
just
a
like,
good
oh,
photo.
I can do that. Yeah. I
So
was,
you have like a lot of shit in your fridge and freezer, like at all times.
oh yeah, and also after our barbecue party, we just like someone just like, okay, we brought this raw chicken here. We're not gonna take it home.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
So you just
Oh.
You have a lot of. We gotta cook.
Yeah.
We gotta cook.
I'm down to cook anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
please. Once a month, we should actually make this a thing.
Oh
I think
yeah.
it'd be really fun.
We
Take a
should
day.
have one in this month,
Okay.
July.
Before like in the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So it's like monthly.
Yeah. So we like are for like this. We're real about this.
Mhm.
I'm very
Yeah, you're
passionate about food.
Like friends.
Let's get a group chat going.
Oh, what's the name of the group chat?
We have a name. Religious Meats.
No.
Okay. We don't have to do that.
We'll brainstorm names off pop.
Oh, yeah.
Off pop. We don't want people to steal it.
Chick-fil-A. How about that? Okay.
Let's
that-
keep talking.
Come on. Yeah, throw me a bone here.
Oh.
Throw me a beef bone here. You know what I mean? Beef bone. How about that?
You're getting better, I think. You're getting closer.
This has been a disaster.
Is this how you guys are? Like when you guys are just with each other, just like
Nah, I'm much funnier for sure. I am much.
I think when actually me and are actually more antagonistic towards each other off mic. We fight and we bite each other off mic.
oh,
Yeah.
sometimes it's like a fun biting.
you guys
Yeah.
sniff each other's hair.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Whoa, Jesus Christ!
We're
pretty
like
good
you know
idea.
that scene in The Lion King where the two lions are rolling down the hill together. We're like that.
We're,
Nala,
like, necking.
Nala and Simba. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
but like, what's the word? Platonically.
Yeah,
Platonically.
no homo for
Yeah.
sure.
Platonically, we do cuddle and kiss.
Yeah.
And
Who's this big spoon? Who's the
Ooh,
small
it
spoon?
switches. I'd say.
I feel like it's obvious who's big. Spoon, right?
No, but sometimes it's. I feel like you should be the big spoon.
Yeah.
Well, I did say it was obvious. So
Well, I do. I think I put on like a very like hard exterior. I'm very like callous and like cold on the outside, but it's really because on the inside I'm just like really weak and afraid.
Yeah.
And he like comforts me. And
Mhm.
is the big spoon.
That's so sweet.
Is it sweet? I think it just says a lot about my darkness, but you know.
No, it's just like when straight guys are like, those are my feelings.
Yeah,
it's just
we're
like,
Yeah.
two
good
people
for
in love.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice when they do that, and it's also annoying when people joke about not having those feelings, as I just did. But no, I have those feelings sometimes, you know.
Oh yeah. Do you guys want to move on to some drink ideas?
Ooh, yes.
Drink
yeah.
ideas? I don't
Are we,
drink.
are we
but
talking?
sure.
Yeah, he doesn't drink alcohol, but
Me-
No,
does.
it doesn't have. But do you guys like seltzer?
Love.
I can drink a seltzer.
Okay.
Wait, why do you ask?
So,
You can drink a seltzer.
I can drink a
force
seltzer.
myself, dude.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever tried to put like frozen fruit chunks in your seltzer as ice?
Ooh, like a watermelon?
Watermelon
that.
is the best. One
Yeah, it
of
was
the
like-
best.
yeah.
Watermelon's be good. Yeah.
Watermelon, honeydew. What's the other one? Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
Canapillo. I
Peach.
canapillo.
Strawberry. So basically, whenever those fruit, like very perishable fruits, are
Yeah.
going bad,
Mhm.
you just freeze them, and then
Yeah.
now they're the
I've
ice.
never heard of this, and I do want to try it.
I've seen
now.
this with grapes and wine.
Yeah, I did
You
that.
did that? Was
Yeah.
It, was it, was it
It's
taste right?
good. It's good, but it's very important. Is like if the skin is on or not.
Mm.
If the skin is on, then you don't get much of the grapefruit,
Yeah.
great like flavor out of it.
Yeah.
Right.
But also, it's really hard to peel
Sure.
grape
Yeah.
skin.
Right.
Yeah,
Do you drink coffee? Big
I
fan?
drink coffee every
You
single.
love coffee. So you love like a good espresso, right?
I don't like espresso.
Yeah, how do you take your coffee?
I use coffee machine, I rebrew it
Okay.
and
Rebrew it?
yeah.
What do you mean? What does
I
that mean?
pour the coffee back when it's ready, and so it rebrews it.
So like double the strength.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
not with new.
I don't drink
batch of-
espresso. That's weak shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
espresso-
Jesus Christ.
Espresso technically is pretty weak because if you look like
Yeah.
if you
One
check
shot.
the caffeine like
Yeah.
what's
Like-
the word?
It's like caffeine to like the amount of liquid. I think it's like less, right? No.
Is it less?
It doesn't
I don't know.
contain a lot of caffeine.
I don't drink coffee,
there.
so I
Yeah.
don't know anything.
It's
Well,
like
people-
lighter.
Like one shot of coffee or one shot of espresso, people are like, that's 1 cup of coffee, which is not true. It's like half
It's
a cup
not.
of coffee.
It's not even that much.
Okay.
It's like
So-
very little.
Sure, I trust you.
But there's a good coffee drink that is like seltzer infused, and they add like orange, like a slice of orange. It's like really citrusy. It sounds weird, but it was.
Does it still
it's
taste
pretty
like
good.
coffee though?
It tastes like an orangey like summer coffee, kind of like a coffee. What's it called? Like a coffee, like alcoholic coffee drink, kind of.
I really enjoy watching Lee respond to art. Just like,
Yeah, I don't know if we have the same taste buds.
Because it sounds like it's bitter and sweet at the
Yeah.
same time. I don't like the bitter sweet.
interesting.
Taste.
I love it. I think I like a bitter thing.
Ooh.
You don't like grapefruit?
I like, but there's sourness in
Yeah.
there. It's a very
Yeah,
strong sourness.
It's sour and bitter and sweet,
Yeah,
real sweet.
that's
I
one
love
thing. But if
grapefruit.
just like sweet and bitter, that
Mhm.
just sounds like. Have your parents ever made you force you to drink like those like really strong black Chinese medicine remedy?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and like they add a lot of
I
sugar
can like smell it now. I like know
in
yeah,
there.
Yeah.
That's how bittersweet stuff.
Oh, you have an
So
association.
when we're like in Chinese medicine, when
Okay.
people are making those into remedy, they'll just boil this thick pot
Yeah.
of like herbs for
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
And it just come out. It tastes
It
like
tastes really bitter.
is it just black? Is it just like
yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
yeah.
like coffee. But it doesn't have the nice smell. It just like
Yeah, I can smell it. I can. It's so funny. Like the immediate. I know what you're talking about.
yeah. And some parents to make their children, because no kid like bitter
Mhm.
stuff. It's not. Sometimes it's not just bitter. It's bitter and it has a stinky like taste at the end, and
Like an
also
aftertaste. Yeah.
oh yeah, and it's just like, and it sometimes it also has like those weird like what's the word tangy taste,
Mm.
and no kid want that.
Yeah.
So they'll put a lot of sugar in
Yeah.
there,
To make it easier to.
but it's still like
It's still gross.
Yeah.
it's still
Yeah.
gross. So bitter and
But
sweet stuff remind me of that.
But does it
Interesting.
make you feel better?
so yeah, it does.
Is it it makes you feel better because you're like, oh, this is how bad life could be, and then as you get further away from the drink,
That could be it too.
Point of comparison. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
but it works.
So what flavors do you like? You prefer
I
you have a salt tooth?
Yeah.
Sweet tooth.
salty with a little sweetness
Yeah.
is
Mm.
always the
That's
way.
always great.
So you like
yeah,
a Korean barbecue kind of thing?
like yeah, or like
bulgogi.
Yeah.
bulgogi, yes.
Gochujang. Oh.
and like hot chocolate with a pinch of sea salt.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
What are
Salted caramel
Oh
chocolate.
yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
Do you have any food combinations that you know of that you really like, but you know when you explain them to people they sound strange because they sound like two foods that don't go together? But you like
Mm.
like try this together. I promise it tastes really good.
Sriracha mayo over PB&J.
Mm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. See, I was really
That's
excited. I was like,
crazy.
Lee's got something. I was like, I know
Yeah.
she's got
Yeah.
something.
You like that? It's good?
Oh,
Should I
try
try
it. It is actually really good. It's,
I
it's
love
not
PB&Js.
my personal opinion. Those people who conquer, like, they're like got over this, like, okay, I guess I'll have a bite. They're like, oh, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it can be sriracha or sriracha mayo. I personally prefer sriracha mayo.
Yeah. I have both those things. I have PB. I have bread. We can make it here if we want after this. But we got food to eat.
Yeah, we got all this. Yeah.
I like mustard and mac and cheese.
Oh, I actually when I make
fucking
mac and
good.
cheese, I throw like whole grain mustard into
It's
it at the
good,
end. And that
yeah.
usually does do something really well.
I don't know what happens, but I'm like, why does it taste so good? This
Yeah.
shouldn't work. Like in my brain, I still like hesitate every time I do it.
What kind of mustard do you use?
Just whatever, Dijon.
Yeah, you should try a whole grain mustard because I feel like it also adds a nice texture because you have the beadiness from the mustard.
But yeah,
seed.
the Dijon usually sometimes has a
Yeah.
little nice texture. Anyway, it's not about us. It's about you.
No,
Lee.
I'm just thinking. I'm
Like
thinking.
mustard?
I don't like. No, I don't like mac and cheese.
That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But
So you have like, you're not a type of person who likes every kind of food.
no
What are
Weird.
some things that you feel like people typically like that you do not like at all?
mac and cheese.
cheese.
Yeah,
that's a big
like
one.
beyond mac and cheese.
Pasta.
I don't like pasta, but I do like
Wow.
Rasta pasta.
Oh, okay. Like a Jamaican or
Yes,
Caribbean.
yes.
themed
They put
pasta.
like jerk sauce
Yes.
or whatever.
Ooh. Yes.
So it like
That sounds
it just
fucking good.
it just gives this
You don't like pasta?
Spice to it?
That's
so
crazy.
it gives this so because
Wow.
most of the pasta. Well, there's some places I try their pasta. I'm like, okay, I would tell the manager there, I don't even like pasta, but
Yeah,
this is
good.
good.
Yeah. I like how blatant just blunt you are. Just to wait staff. The
They're
manager.
people
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
you know. You just talk to them.
Yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah, and
I could never. I'm so afraid. I do have social anxiety about being honest with people. Anyway.
He's
But-
fake. He's a fake man. Is what he said.
but it's the
Yeah.
people you. If you think they're the people you probably will never cross road with.
Right. Why be honest with them? Right?
They didn't cook the food.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
I respect you. I wish I could do that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, this is amazing. It's like really bad. I'm like, oh, it's so good.
No, that
I'm
one.
that guy.
One. I hate that one. Like I'm. When I'm going out with a bunch of friends, when we're like, this food is blah, 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 we just talk shit. And the
Yeah.
second there's somebody comes over, like, how's everything? They're like, oh, it's
my
great.
God.
Everything's amazing. I'm like, you fucking piece of shit.
Lee, I don't know if we're compatible going out to eat. I think.
But
I just-
I won't judge you out loud. You
Right.
wouldn't know. I would
I'm just trying to make it by day to day. You know, I'm just trying to survive.
I just don't want to make this server feel.
Good.
Yeah, I don't want to make them feel bad for me saying
Yeah.
this
they
food is
they
bad.
they won't because they just work there and
Yeah.
this is like most people don't carry the honor of whatever the restaurant on them.
Sure.
So they just work there as long as you tip them well
Yeah,
and
they
you
don't
be
care.
nice about it.
Yeah.
You just be assertive and be nice about it.
Yeah.
Because
See,
we
I-
all have this shared human experience. They all, we all go
Sure.
to restaurants and we just don't like the food.
Yeah. So yeah, my complaints, they are hidden, but if I don't like the food, I just don't tip the servers well.
You're going to hell.
Well, I gotta send a message
Bart
somehow.
doesn't tip the servers ever, so it's
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It's usually like $1 or
Really?
$2. No, that's not true. I tip
Yeah.
really well.
I'm like, you don't strike me as a
No,
person
I'm
like
a
that.
tip. I worked at my mom's restaurant. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
my mom owns a restaurant.
Yeah.
Of course, I tip.
How about you? What's your tipping habit?
my.
That's pretty well.
What would you say?
You tip pretty well.
I tip. I would say I tip. I don't want to brag, but I tip. I tip.
Good.
Yeah.
It's not
50
bragging.
plus
Yeah,
percent at
I tip
least.
100% at least.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I care. I just $100, whatever
Yeah.
it is.
yeah.
Just throw it out. He
Rob
also
them.
you also worked at a restaurant, right?
But I don't. I feel like people always talk about how they worked at a restaurant and that's why they tip well. I think just some people because I've met people that wait at tables and they're terrible tippers.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's
And
wild.
So I think it just really just comes down to the person,
yeah,
and some people just are good tippers and some people just aren't.
yeah.
Because I've met people that work in the service industry and then afterwards they are still terrible people afterwards, and so
Yeah.
it's just a thing. I don't think working there actually makes you a better person.
Damn.
I feel like it's
Damn, dude.
in general it does, but it's
Yeah, I'm
like
with
there's
Lee.
always gonna be some exceptions.
That's that's what I was saying to you.
Yeah.
I feel like most people will need that the sort of restaurant service industry experience to be like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm taking these things for granted, kind of feeling. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're wrong.
I just disagree,
Interesting.
but
I know,
that's
it's
fine.
Weird.
That's fine.
I have a friend. He doesn't like to tip. And
What an asshole.
And when we go out to eat, like sometimes the restaurants you can only like split on one tab or 2 cards. So I'll just be like, okay, we're tipping them 22% or 25%. This is how much you're Venmoing me.
Yeah.
And just
Why don't they tip?
Why
don't they tip?
It's not my job to support this company.
Is that what they say? Because that's insane. To me.
That's what they say.
Give me their contact.
They should get a different job if they want to get paid more. You know, that kind of thing.
I'll tell you guys why he doesn't tip afterwards.
Wait, why can't you say it on the pod?
No, it's not.
No,
Would it expose him?
No.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yes.
I understand.
But also,
Maxim doesn't tip. That's crazy.
Maxim tips. He tips well.
Maxim Allen, why don't you tip? That'd be a funny rumor to spread that Maxim doesn't tip.
But also, America is like the only country has the tipping.
Mm-hmm.
Like in China, if you tip, I feel like there's more. If it's like a Western restaurant, if it's like a steakhouse, there's the tipping involved, but mostly
it's part of the experience.
Yeah, it's part of the experience. But if you just tip your servers,
it'd be weird.
It's considered as rude for some people. Yeah.
Like you deserve more for this.
It's just like people be like, "What do you want?"
Yeah,
it's just like,
Do you have a favorite cuisine? Did I ask that already?
Chinese.
Yeah.
Chinese. Wow.
What's your favorite Chinese dish?
Nian Gao. I just say that because that's one of my favorites.
I like Nian Gao, but
so good.
Here's the thing.
Those are rice cakes. You've had those before. I brought them to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have a specific.
Oh, those are really good.
Those are so good.
I just thought about it. Those are really good.
Which is the Korean style or?
No, it's a Chinese style. My dad used to cook it a lot. So I just followed him.
Is it like does it have a center?
It's flat circle.
Oh yeah, and it's like it is like chewy and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are good.
The texture is really good on them.
Those are.
You put they're kind of spicy when you make them too.
I make them spicy.
Yeah.
You don't have. I make most of my foods. I like spicy.
Yeah.
But you don't have to make them spicy, obviously. But yeah, you can make them spicy.
Art's actually a pretty good cook. I know I was trash. he cooks pretty well. He's never made anything where I've been like, this is bad. It's usually pretty tasty.
Yeah, I try.
It's good.
I cook a lot of Thai food. I feel like it's easy to kind of make tasty Thai food.
What's your favorite Thai food to cook?
Lab, which is like the ground with mint and red onions and like rice powder. I like to make that, and also kapow, which is basil chicken, basically, or pork or whatever. But they're both minced meat, which I think I love minced meat because it's just easy to like put with rice, and you have a good balance of like things go to your mouth. I'll cook it for you sometime. It's really good. It's really easy. They're both really easy.
Have you had well, some people might say it's from different place, but
you ever had lasagna?
That's my favorite Chinese dish.
Yeah.
Well, it technically is. You know what I mean? They learn how to make
pasta
dough from us.
He feels skeptical about that
history. That's not what I said.
Whoa.
He actually doesn't like Chinese people.
I'm sorry I'm here.
Me too. I'm sorry.
Am I invading your space?
A little bit, but it's fine. I've been holding my breath.
But you asked me.
Favorite Chinese
I don't have a
favorite
dish because it goes back to like it depends on what my mood is and like with the weather and
the weather. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
The vibe of the season.
Yes, it's like spicy soup is perfect for winter night.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
do you like rice porridge, like congee? I love congee on a cold day. Oh, it's so good. It's so comforting.
Yes.
It's poor people food. I get it. All right.
No. It's just like it's really good for your stomach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
that's cool.
Yeah, it also depends. Yeah, it is really good for your stomach, and
I eat a lot of it during the winter.
It just takes forever to cool down.
Yeah, that's true. It's so hot.
Yeah, that's the only. That's my only. Have you tried to put like raisins in there?
I've had it with raisins. Cooking. I usually don't do that, but I have had it with a sweet version. I've had it. As well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there are salty versions.
Salty and sweet. I love a preserved egg.
Ooh, have you had those? It's like
I've not.
It's like It's like
it's like really salty egg. We had it at the Thai place with the papaya salad.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah, it's like really. It's like just tastes like really salty egg.
Yeah.
Oh, basically. I was thinking about
the 100-year egg, right?
Yes.
That's like
piran.
Yeah. That's like sort of like blue.
Yeah.
Those are so good.
Yeah, but not everybody likes it. So
I love it.
I'll try it. I'd be happy to try it. You put it in front of me.
We should.
I'll eat anything.
I like how this podcast just us talking about foods we like.
Yeah. Here.
experience. It looks weird, but it's so good. Yeah, my mom does not like it, but I love it.
I'd be happy to try this if you ever put it in front of me.
If you make like a sauce just with like vinegar and a little
soy
sauce and chop a little minced garlic.
Yeah.
What is the flavor? Cool. Like, what is that flavor?
Cool, bitter.
Is that bitter? Because I feel like this is described as cool, but it's not like bitter, right? You know what I mean?
I guess it has that like.
It's like a weird. I don't even know how to describe it.
What is the word? Dusty taste.
Yeah, it's like sort of like mushroomy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Ooh, I love
mushrooms. It's like umami, but it's like not umami.
What's umami?
Umami's
like savory of meat.
MSG kind of thing.
Yes, MSG is a good example.
Umami fries.
Umami, yeah. You know, umami. It's like a Japanese flavor.
Yeah, it just means like that. You know, when you eat meat and you get that savory flavor off of it. That's umami.
A lot of meats have umami. That's probably this is probably what we're talking about.
You love meat. You probably love umami.
Yeah.
So it's like soy sauce.
I'm so hungry right now. I'm not. I'm
so excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah. I'm so hungry.
You really tortured us by putting this food in front of us.
You guys took it out.
Yeah.
Well, I took it. Yeah, I wanted to show people the people in the pod.
We want to show how generous of a person and guest. This is honestly best guest so far because nobody else.
No one else has brought us shit. Come on.
Am I the first Chinese guest on your podcast?
No, we had Mike Nguyen.
Yeah.
Who is Vietnamese.
And he's
we had Peter, right?
We had Peter Wong.
Wong.
We also had Ann Chun, whose family's from China, technically. She's Chinese Thai. Just like my family.
Well, those people should brought food here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
it's a nice thing to do. Yeah, you guys heard that? If any listeners become a guest, bring food.
It's something about you don't show up at people's place just empty-handed.
No, it's fine.
I agree with you.
It's a podcast.
Yeah, and also we're talking about food, so I'm like, this will set right in the mood.
Look,
set of the mood right.
It's just a podcast. It's fine. You know,
It's
bring whatever
fun.
you want. But this is honestly, this was really nice.
It was very nice. We do really.
I'm very excited to see your face when you're eating
try
it
it?
because the potato salad it might be
really
the
good.
Best potato salad.
I've ever tasted.
I'm excited. Anyway, we have to start wrapping up.
Okay.
It's been an hour.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's fast.
Yeah.
Best podcast in the world.
Great. Yeah.
Best podcast.
Best podcast in the world.
Yeah.
Do you hear that, Maxim?
Yeah.
This is
But
the
say
best
it's better than.
Yeah, these podcasts
rules.
fun. It's an interview.
I feel like that wasn't genuine. I get it. It's fair. It's fair.
No, I really like this. You guys are fun. You guys are.
You've been great. You were a great guest.
I feel like you're such an honest person that I actually do believe you.
Yeah. I feel like this
Right.
podcast was fun because
I've been lying.
This podcast was fun because you were fun. You know,
Yeah.
like you were
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah.
Look, even if you didn't have fun, I had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want more chocolate? Keep giving me compliments. He's looking at
I'm
it.
looking at it. I'm salivating. But if I have another bite.
You know what? Save it after the savory food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, so let's start wrapping up.
Let's start wrapping up. Anyway, yeah, you
No,
want
you
to
jump into it. I did it last time.
I'm
You gotta
sorry.
go.
This is okay. Where can we find you, Lee?
You can follow me on Instagram at I want Pomeranians.
Like the dog.
If you don't know how to spell Pomeranians, you can just type in I want Pom. Like nobody else had. Yeah.
POM.
Yeah. POMRANIANS. Google it. It's not difficult to Google.
It's a dog.
It's a dog.
It's a popular
Yeah.
lap
And
dog.
you also have a food blog Instagram.
Yeah, it's called My Love Language with Lee.
Page. Yeah.
You seem a little hesitant to plug that.
Why do
Why?
you want to plug that one?
Because it's like a fun project. Because I've been seeing like so many people.
Yeah.
They made like really like serious, like real food, real how to cook from the very beginning, like high definition, good lighting, blah,
Sure.
blah, blah. And they got like no followers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just doing this for for fun. It's like a
course.
journal.
No, but I like the photos when they pop
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I think it's very sweet, and I think
Nice.
like I see you and I'm like I think there's one of you biting into a rib,
Oh, yeah.
and you look so sweet and so happy biting into it. And I'm like, this just made
It's a fun
it
time.
made me feel good watching you eat that rib.
That's such a good rib.
This is how Instagram should be. Like it should be for your friends to be like, this is what I'm
Yeah.
up to. I'm having fun.
yeah.
You know, so
But
that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
But also follow me so I can get fun.
Do you have any shows or anything you want to plug?
I have a show. Oh, you can also follow me on Lychee Martini Comedy
Man, so many
on
pages.
Instagram. Those are all only created so I
Last-
can stalk people. And
Not to actually put on a show. You just don't care about the. You just want to look up your
Oh, yeah.
exes and.
nah,
whatnot.
I fuck my ex. Yeah, Lychee Martini comedy. The next show might be in mid-August. I might change the date. Depends on if it goes well with the venue. But
it's a fun show. I've been. It's a good show.
Oh yeah.
You almost died the last one, but it was a fun show.
Yeah, but the first one where I gave people gift bags with candy
Yeah.
and like treats inside, and
Just Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah, you love giving
and-
away. You're such a. You love
I'm a
giving
giver.
things.
Yeah, that's
you
part
love
of
giving stuff.
that's part of just like
It's so sweet.
from childhood.
That's why food's like perfect for you because you like give food, make
Oh,
food,
yeah.
and
Make it
just,
share,
just
yeah.
like sharing.
yeah, and sometimes and also I made lychee martini jello shot, and everybody who got tickets they get one of those. But this time I was like, I don't have the energy to do it,
Yeah,
so
you do so much.
to get people into the
The
come
show-
to the
yeah,
show, you
yeah.
gotta try everything.
Life is
yeah.
marketing, or else you know.
Gotta
you'll,
go to the
next
you'll,
one, yeah.
Yeah, that would
you'll
be
fail. You
fun.
gave away. Yeah, you gave me a coaster, a sticker, and a button for coming. I'm like,
yeah,
this
those are
is-
my merch.
That's so sweet.
I walked into one of Lee's shows at the Tiny Cupboard, and she was on stage, and immediately she goes, "You want some candy?" and threw some candy at me.
Oh
in the back of the room.
yeah, yeah. At that show, I host at the Tiny Cupboard every Thursday, 10 p.m.
So funny.
like if I have the time, I go get candy and throw
That's
candy
so
at
funny.
people.
Yeah, like as soon as I walked in, she was like, "You want some candy, Fernando?" And just threw,
Yeah.
And
chunked
most
it
of the
at
time, people just like who wants some candy?
Yeah,
I'm trying
yeah.
to get the mood up, and it's just like
yeah.
me.
I'm like, who raised you?
Yeah. What are you guys? You guys are at a comedy show.
Like free candy.
Yeah, free candy and shit.
Even though I really
Yeah.
can't afford candy, but
All right,
That's so nice. All right,
Good.
one last question.
one last question.
Sort of a palate cleanser. Food.
Yeah.
food.
Something
Like
we ask
ginger?
every one of our guests.
Please describe your perfect day. We're talking about 24 hours.
What
What
are
are
you
you
doing?
doing?
What are
What
you
are you eating? Where are you going? Who
Yeah.
are you seeing?
Oh,
You
only-
do anything you want.
But the time,
anything.
time constraint is 24 hours.
24 hours.
What can you fit in
Okay.
a day?
I would wake up on a hammock
Oh my god, I love that. I love that.
next to an ocean.
Okay.
Okay.
Like 7 a.m.
Coney
something.
Islands?
No.
Oh, okay.
Like a real night, like fun vacation spot,
Nice.
and have dogs, fluffy little dogs around me.
Aw.
Pomeranians?
Pomeranian, any kind of
Pomeranians.
fluffy dogs. But
Small
mo-
ones or big ones or
both.
okay. You love dogs.
I love dogs.
So does Lauren, my girlfriend.
Aw, has she ever been to Boris and Horton?
Yeah, she used to. She volunteers at a dog adoption thing. They do events at Boris and Horton, so she's been there a bunch.
I wanna.
There's comedy shows there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
must love dogs.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
And-
Keep going.
Coffee, black iced coffee
Love it.
Mhm.
in a huge mug.
Okay.
Like I
Double
hate
brewed.
mug like this because it's just
Really?
so small. Like I have for my birthday, maximum got me like 28-ounce mug. It's like this
That's
Oh
so
my
funny.
god, I have one of
big.
those as well.
God.
I eat cereal out of it, but I know
Ooh.
exactly.
No, Lauren has a water bottle that's like this tall.
Oh yeah,
And she just like carries it around, drinks it all day.
yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Keep hydrated.
Yeah.
And for breakfast, I want to eat some kind of meat, like not too big,
Like a
not
sausage.
no, like a soup dumpling
Ooh.
kind of
Love
stuff,
it.
or like soupy but not too much soup. Like ganban mian, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like
Is it
like
a
noodle,
Yeah, it's a noodle.
but it has enough broth or soup in there. It's not too much soup, but it's
Mhm.
like you can stir it, like mixed up.
Nice.
And I'll teleport.
Oh,
Mhm.
sure.
Teleport. You guys said you can do whatever.
Yeah, okay.
And then to a creek
A creek.
with my dogs,
Okay.
Okay.
and then just drink a lot of flavored water.
Yeah.
Okay.
No sugar.
Okay.
And
What
when
flavors?
Yeah, what flavors water?
Flavored water.
Like-
this is insane.
Like a lime? Like a lime water?
What?
like tropical, like mango, pineapple ish.
I love
With
this.
a little rosemary in there.
Oh my god. You're like
Uh,
making drinks. I love it. This
oh,
is
yeah.
So fun.
And then come back for lunch. I'll be eating.
It's not even lunchtime yet.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be spending a lot of time next to the creek with my dogs, picking up their poop. Oh no, I want to
Sure.
have a server to pick up poop for me. Not server, like a butler.
Like a slave.
No, a butler will get well
Oh.
paid. I don't care much
Slave.
about the butler. Then I'll teleport back to the hammock with my dogs and take a nap like around 1 p.m. ish to 2 p.m. Then I'll go hang out with my friends.
Aww.
We can chase each other on the beach or whatever.
Oh, so they're coming to you, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is your perfect day, not their perfect day.
Yeah, exactly. And then do some comedy in the evening. And
like do a show or something?
Yeah. Comedy show.
Comedy Cellar?
No.
Oh. The Stand.
MSG.
MSG!
Ooh. Like, here's one of my comedy goals. I want to sell out a stadium.
Love it. That's
I feel
so
like
sick.
if one day I can sell out a stadium, my parents must be so proud.
They'll be like, well, you weren't an engineer.
I'm like, oh, people love me. And then
MSG, damn.
My parents are there.
Aw. Close to your parents.
Yeah.
Love them. Big nerds.
I love them. No, it's complicated, but
Sure.
and then at the end of the night, I'll just lie on the couch with perfect temperatured AC on a really soft couch where I'm sinking. No, beanbag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beanbag.
You should try my couch. It's really nice.
Oh, I will lie on it.
Lay down.
Not a single normal chair in your perfect day.
Yeah, this is all.
And Maxim
Rubs your back.
give my what it's called, shoulder massage.
Shoulder
neck
rub.
massage.
Nice.
And we'll hold hands with our dogs.
Oh.
Hold hands with your dogs, like paws.
Yeah, like
hold their paws.
Yeah, and we hold each other as a circle. Then and
love
everybody at the end of 24 hours, everybody die with me.
Dies with you.
Everybody in the room or everybody on planet Earth?
Let's do the Thanos way. 50%.
50% of people
gone.
that you know.
Creatures.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Living creatures. Organisms.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be good for climate change.
Yeah,
If,
exactly.
like half of us do die.
Yeah.
Yeah. But everyone doesn't have to. No one has to be vegetarian anymore if half the people are dead.
Yeah.
I don't think people being vegetarian is helping that much.
Wow, hot take.
No, it's about like you're doing the right thing, but
It's also like mainly industry is
Yeah.
destroying the environment.
Yeah. So
yeah.
like I don't care if I'm that 50% that's gone or not. Just like
Wow.
there's too many of us
Yeah.
being here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you just had your perfect day. What do you care if you live anymore?
Right. You just had an amazing day.
You just peaked.
Yeah, and just perfect day. I'm gonna use it in the last couple minutes of this 24 hours. Like I
With
can do
your
whatever I
dogs.
want. Like just
Yeah.
let's just like save the planet.
Right. So what if
Yeah.
half your dogs die? Is that okay?
That doesn't count as die. They just disappear.
They just stay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we can reverse it anytime we want. You
Yeah.
just gotta
Oh
get
fuck that! I was so
I'm just doing the plot of the Avengers.
Yeah.
But no reversing.
no
We're
reversing.
stuck forever.
Yeah, this time it's real. In my fantasy. Yeah. What
Amazing.
else? Oh, if I can wipe out all the big capitalist family
Sure.
on this planet, I'll do that.
Do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make
Amazon,
everything, not just Amazon. Like
Google,
all
Amazon,
the and
BlackRock.
just make them. Oh, I want to make. If I can, I want to make them just stand in front like the working class and holding the sign.
Wow.
I am a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And just
Like
do like Cultural Revolution style.
That's
Just
like
like,
That's very Mao Zedong, dude.
yeah, just like
French
shave their
Revolution.
half of their hat. Just
Yeah.
like, you know how you're a piece of shit, and at the end of the day, whatever they do, just like they're not coming back to taking their money,
Yeah.
like build schools, give to people.
Mm.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, there are only two things matter.
Yeah. The end of the day started very like personal, and then it became so big picture worldwide. We're changing the fucking world, baby. I love.
Because I've been in this mind fuck for a couple of days. It's just like, I feel like we're too distracted by a lot of things. There are only two things that actually matter to our well-being. Is like one. First one is if we could defeat capitalism, that would be so good. Like a lot of
nice.
problems will be solved. Like climate
sure.
change will be slowed down, and then people just realize, oh, we're all just human. We have shared a human experience. Let's try to make empathy go two-way, both way. But it's not gonna happen. That's
What a day.
That's a great day.
that's a depressing way to.
No, that's a great day.
You're trying to save the world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know Fluke?
Fluke human.
Yeah, he was on this podcast, and we asked him what his perfect day was, and he went, Well, I wake up and I cause world peace. Is that what he said?
He said that he eats breakfast and then when right before lunch, world peace is achieved.
Yes.
So
and because of him, we don't know.
He doesn't cause it. It's just achieved.
Sure. It just happens.
And then he still has half his day to go.
But it is sort of because of him, because he decided on his perfect day that's what he wanted, you know? So it happens.
I knew he was a great human.
He is one of my favorite people. I do like Fluke a lot.
Oh, yeah.
He's great. Yeah. Anyway, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, you were great, Lee. You were fantastic. Thank you for being here.
You guys are great.
Are you fun?
Yeah. No, you're not. Is that what you want? Is that what you want?
Yeah, I want pain. I want to hear the words that hurt me.
I want you to say you liked me. So
I like you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Hate me. Anyway.
You.
This is actually really fun, actually.
Very fun.
I'm really excited to try this video.
You want to sign us out?
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for listening. Catch us on the next one. And we love you a lot. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry. We're just talking about plans of you coming over to hang.
Are we recording?
Oh, I'm apologizing to the listeners. Yeah, I guess we're recording. Hey, dude.
Okay, yeah, what's up?
You coming over?
Yeah, me and Art are making plans to hang out later. It's weird that he recorded that, but
why is that weird?
I don't want people to know that we
hang
out.
out. We just talked about hanging out together with Leland.
Anyways, great episode. I loved it so much. Here I am on the Teach Me Good podcast with my co-host Art Kai. I am Fernando Ruiz.
Why are you doing this like an intro?
I just like talking like that. I feel like
it's fun. It's fun to do an announcer voice.
I do feel like when I talk like that, I feel like people like me more. That might not be the case, but
well, it's hosting energy. I feel like hosting, like we've seen so many hosts like on TV and stuff, and like talk a certain way, and it's just like that's what we assume and are conditioned to think that like that's how like we should talk.
I just kind of like talking like a morning radio host, just like, hello, this is Jackie Boy and the Ghost
and the
We're here at 6 a.m.
Who's Jackie Boy and who's the ghost?
I'm Jackie Boy, you're the ghost.
That feels about right, yeah.
I'm Jackie Boy, you're the ghost. You know, that's how you gotta say
We should do a radio show. I think it'd be really fun.
That would be really fun. I'd get a little
really
soundboard.
That yeah.
I would love that sound effect.
It's like, well, what's going on in the news today? Wow, another shooting.
Yeah, have people call in and be like, tell us your troubles. And be like, oh, your boyfriend cheated on you? Give us his number. We'll give him a call.
Yes.
You know, that would be so much
fun.
fun.
Here's Fleetwood Mac. We just play him off. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
We should pivot to the radio show.
Yeah, we should just pivot to just some FM.
Yeah. Or AM.
Or AM.
You know?
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, Sirius.
FM.
We could do a Sirius thing.
Yeah, we love it.
Sirius XM.
Be the next Jim Norton.
Oh, I don't know about that, dude.
Dude, I'll shave my head and be the next Jim Norton. You think I tried to be the next Jim Norton last year, but I wasn't quite there. But I think recently, as of late, I have been picking up a better stage persona that would lend well to a Jim Norton-esque energy. And
are you okay? What? I feel like you've been thinking about this for a bit.
No, not at all. I just
this is off the dome.
Again, this is completely off top because I am Jackie Boy and you are the ghost.
Thank you for listening to.
Anyways, we're getting away from the primary topic, which is our guest, Leland, who we just talked to about food and cuisine. Great episode. Great. I'm so happy to have her.
The sweetest.
The best.
We are going to hang out and cook with us. You know what I was thinking about this? I think it'd be really fun if it's like us three and then we can invite like one or two other comics and kind of just like hang and just like cook together.
For sure.
And get to know them better.
Yeah.
And just kind of like cycle through.
I'm absolutely down for all of this.
And then we can film it and then put it on YouTube.
Okay, no, I'm not. I feel like you're too into building content off of things, and I just kind of want to hang out with people.
We just build. We put it on YouTube. I'll hire dudes to edit.
We put it on YouTube Red. You know,
we'll put it on RedTube, Pornhub. Wish I had more nuts to chew on because now it's
It was a great episode. I did really enjoy talking to Lee. She was so much fun. She's very sweet, very kind. She did say that I was a bit bitchy when I first met her, which I do. Yeah. Although I do think it's a fair thing to say. Yeah, a fair assessment of me and my general vibe upon first meeting me.
Right.
I was still hurt and shook to my core.
I think it's funny that she thought we were like the same person in a way.
I think a lot of people when they meet me, they do think that I'm a lot like you. But I think it's because when I meet people, I tend to try to
archive it up.
Well, I do try to be more positive when I first meet people.
Yeah.
Because I find that my normal negative energy doesn't lend well to making friends.
Yeah. It's actually detrimental to.
Yeah. I don't want people to be like, that guy is kind of a bummer.
Yeah. He's a real Larry David.
I feel like people say that, but I don't. When people say I'm a Larry David, I'm like, I feel like too many people say that about too many people that it means almost nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have been described as a Larry David-esque character.
Well, people like to inflate it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like you're not a Larry David. But I feel like you are a Larry David. You can be. Not like all the time, but I feel like when you have your complaints, I'm like, God, he's George Costanzaing it up right now.
Yeah. I just feel like it's a way to discount my feelings in a way that I do not appreciate. I feel like these are my friends, and they should be sympathetic to the fact that I am going through something. And instead, they like to compare me to a Seinfeld character.
That's pretty good, dude. That's pretty. What do you want to say? Well, I don't know. I don't know. What do you want me to tell you? I don't know what you want me to tell you. You just got to work on yourself and become a better person.
Yeah.
Just waiting for someone to burst through the door.
Yeah. Anyways, guys.
Y'all are invited. If you're in New York City, come hang out with us.
Please
We'll
reach out to
with
us.
you.
We're going to start cooking dinners. Please reach out to us on Instagram. I am at Oak Cliff Daddy, and Art is at Fart Kai.
But you can follow me at Lee Land. Oh, wait, no. It's I Want Pomeranians.
Yeah.
Follow her instead. Don't follow me.
And it's pronounced Leland, by the way.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I am saying that very confidently. I have not double-checked.
Yeah.
I
think she's changed her name for the American audience.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of the podcast. I am Jackie Boy, and this is The Ghost.
We'll catch you guys on the next one.